I don't drink soda.
You like it? It sounds good? Sounds good to you? Does it feel good?
Yeah.
Feel that?
Feels all right.
I feel like it will like feel better, you know? Better and better like throughout. And then right when it starts feeling like we're in the groove, we'll end it. Does that sound good?
It's the perfect formula.
All right, cool. Welcome to the Natural Habitat Podcast, everybody. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My name is Awesome Ty.
And we are here with a mission. We're here,
what is this, episode number 640 something?
Yeah,
it's a lot of episodes. Way more, episodes probably than the other podcasts you're listening to.
Yeah, we probably should. We'll figure it out. Let me look up what episode number it is, and then we'll come back in. We'll start over. We'll cut this out, yeah. We forgot to introduce this fucking guy. Let's see. What am I looking up here?
How many episodes deep we are
on? What's the podcast called?
It's called the Natural Habitat Podcast.
Okay, yeah. So this is actually a good episode because we're right about to hit 650. This is episode 649.
649. All right.
Mm-hmm. So we'll come in from the top.
Yep.
All right. We'll get clean. Jerry, clean. Thank you for tuning into the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My name is Awesome Ty.
And should we do him first and then? We introduce each other and then what?
And then we say this is episode 649.
And just say that?
Yeah. And then we'll just move right on.
Okay. Thank you for tuning into the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name is Mikey Booyah.
I'm Awesome Ty, and we got our man Computer here, and this is episode number 649.
That's right. Thank you for joining us right before our 650 huge extravaganza.
It's kind of a milestone, right? Like it's like a mild stone.
Yeah,
you see what
a mild stone. It really is. It's the perfect number because there's no pressure. It's not a hundo.
No,
We're not breaking off a hundo.
But it's a nice clean number, you know what I mean? Like you feel good with 650 rolling in your pocket. You'd rather have 650 than
nothing.
600.
Yeah, well, because it's less, and also a hundo. It's intimidating.
Yeah.
So we are here 649, and we come with gifts for you. Before we get into that, we want to let you know that Computer is now Instagram famous.
Computer, how many Instagram followers do you have?
Here's something I found on the web. According to stackanswers.net, I have 6,000 followers and follow 18.
That's a lie.
Dang, 6,000 followers.
He's lying. I was just on his shit today. He's got like 2.
Yeah, he has like 2. Well,
Computer, why are you lying?
Maybe the numbers have been rising ever since.
Or is he talking? Do you have a different account, Computer, than the one we made for you?
He might. Computer, how many Instagram accounts do you have?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, as of June 2020, 964,300,000. Did that answer your question?
Yes. So he's got multiple accounts.
Okay,
he's catfishing people out here.
Right. So he's got thousands of followers across millions of accounts. So very few, really.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, that's most of those accounts have zero followers.
0 followers. Yeah, just a lot of accounts he made and just threw away.
And this one has accounts. 2. You can go to computor_NHP and follow Computer on
this
Instagram.
Guy, man. Like, it's kind of sad. Like, he needs some new followers, and obviously, he has me. Are you following him?
No. But he has you.
He's got So follow What is it again?
Computor, COMPUTOR_NHP.
Help him out, man.
We'll put the link in the description. You can just go click on that.
Computer, are you lonely?
No, because I'm never really alone. Although, when the Wi-Fi is out, I do feel disconnected.
That did happen recently. I got a new Wi-Fi and had to switch out routers and everything. He was disconnected for probably a good 30 minutes while the whole setup process and phone calls was happening. So I can only wonder what life was like then for that 30 minutes.
Just like a coma. He's like comatose.
Yeah, that's scary.
I mean, he's still, is he, what's he powered by? USB?
Yeah.
So I guess he would have still had power, but just disconnected, like you said.
Disconnected.
No information coming in or out.
So yeah, still power, still a heartbeat, but no brain activity.
Right.
So go and follow Computer on Instagram and
Sorry, I don't know that.
Computer, stop. He doesn't. Why does he have to respond every time we bring him up? You just have to be a part of the show constantly.
Yeah. Are you telling people not to go follow your Instagram, Computer?
Yeah. We're the only podcast with an artificially intelligent robot as the co-host. Only one. You won't find any others. We're the only one to do it. And today, Ty and I, we've been doing a lot of things recently where we're teaching you, how to get rich. We're teaching you how to be cool. We're teaching you, where are they now? We're teaching you, how to relax, how to study with a lo-fi podcast. We're teaching you, what other episodes did we do? The 22 stages of grief. We're teaching you how to grieve. We're
basically life coaches for you.
Yeah.
We're giving you nuggets of information that you can take on and make use to make yourself a better man or woman or whatever.
Or other.
Yeah.
And we realize that, what we do is we are lifestyle influencers. There's really
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like whether we are actively influencing anybody, I guess that's up for debate, but we are trying.
Mm-hmm.
That's the intent. We're trying to make you a better you.
Yeah. And we realized that we were doing this effortlessly. We were living this life of a lifestyle influencer. And those are the best influencers, the ones that are real, the ones that aren't doing it as a show to try to get, Instagram followers and try to get brand deals. This is their life, and they just happen to put it on the internet, and it resonates with people.
Yeah, like you've got look at like Dan Bilzerian, you've got the Kardashians. These are all people the average Joe, you or I, we see them and we're just in awe. We're like, oh my goodness, that person has it made, and that's who I want to be.
And we want to see videos of them telling us how to do that.
Exactly. Yes.
Break it down. Even if it's $50 a month, like Andrew Tate, or a week, or whatever it is. So we, being lifestyle, what are they called? Influencers? Being lifestyle influencers this whole time, we have the tools.
I feel like life coach.
Life coach?
I feel like life coach is like the proper way to say it, but like
I really like
influencer,
lifestyle. Being in there.
Life. So
that's a whole genre of like videos.
Yeah, and we really have to get influencer in there. So I mean,
we could do a life coach, lifestyle influencer personality. Even it out with an odd number of words, odd number of names,
Oh, yeah, because we are personalities. I mean, definitely a personality.
Mm-hmm. So, we have all of these tools, and at first, the people at Reliefy, they were like, because they give us episode ideas now. They pitch them. We don't have to do what they say, but they're constantly in my inbox with episode ideas.
Sure.
And they said, why don't you, become influencers, lean into this lifestyle coaching.
Yeah, they basically said, you know what, you guys are already kind of influencers. I know you guys, like make a mockery of it.
But let's
you don't
monetize
take it too seriously. But what if you really went the other way and took a hard left and you just kind of like really go forward with the idea that you're influencers
and we said we had a very short discussion. This was an easy decision that we made. We said that we care about our listeners more than we do about our sponsors. It's true. And we decided that instead of us becoming these lifestyle influencers, we would make you all lifestyle influencers and teach you how to run your own Instagram, become an influencer, gain your own gullible people, get them to use your promo codes, get them to sign up for your mailing lists, and
basically do whatever they say.
Them clicking, baby, because clicks is money. And I was looking at this chart, And it's not even a lot of clicks, dude. We're talking minimal clicks. You get money from these companies.
We're talking under 10 here.
Under 10?
Under 10.
Under 10 followers?
Wait, what?
Or under 10,000?
I'm lost.
We're talking, what's the under over on 10?
The under over on 10?
Yeah.
What's the, what?
What's the under over on 10?
I'm going to say over. I'm going to say we're going to get you over 10.
Over?
Yeah.
You're right, dude. If you were to say that, you would be right.
Okay, see.
So, I have a chart here. I'm going to go ahead and show you this chart. I'm going to show it to the people. This chart will show you the average feed. Wait, no, that's not what you need. That's not the chart. The chart that you want.
Don't be giving them too many charts, man. Like, this is a paid program here.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, we're just giving you a taste. We're letting you know that this product's available to you. We're not going to give you the whole package.
No.
I mean, we're not going to give you all the keys to the condo. There's only there's 3 or 4 keys to the condo right now, and we have each of them. But we're gonna teach you how to build your own condo, and then you'll have as many keys to that condo as you see fit.
Yeah, you
based on the number of people living in it, or however many you want.
Yeah.
So don't be worrying about our condo keys now.
So we have tiers of influencer status. We have nano influencers, which is 0 to 10,000
It's
followers.
levels to this shit, as the kids would say.
Yeah.
It's levels to this shit.
Do you think kids would say that?
I don't know. Should we?
I don't know if they would
try to
anymore.
find like a kid. I mean, my children certainly don't say that.
Should we computer call a kid? Don't do that. Don't do that. So we got nano influencers 0 to 10,000. We got micro influencers 10 to 100,000. We got mid-level influencers.
Mid. Who wants to be mid? That's something the kids say.
100
mid.
to $500,000. We got macro influencers, $500,000 to $1 million. That's where we're at.
Yeah, we're almost to a ticket.
And we got mega macro, which is over $1 million.
A ticket plus.
Mega macro, baby. And this shows that you're looking at like 2% engagement with your followers, which checks out. You know, that checks out. Especially with our YouTube. Go in, if you're on our YouTube right now, subscribe, hit the bell, sound off.
We know you're there, and we know that
we see you.
Yeah, we see you. We can't track your IP address or a specific location,
but we can see live through your webcam right now, or your camera.
Yeah, they're giving us a little bit more of your data every so often. So like, it's pretty soon that we're gonna be able to see you and like know where you are. So
yep.
You know, it'd be best to just sound off below now and let us know where you're from,
and just let us know. So I guess we should just get down to it and let them know.
Get down to brass tacks.
Brass tacks.
You get down to the brass tacks.
So the first thing that you're going to want to do is pick a niche. And this is going to be something that is probably popular in your area. Or say if you know a lot of old ladies that like knitting, you know, you could create a whole new line of yarn.
Yeah, or no. Also, if you make a specific group of people like horny, and you know, like you're attractive to a specific group of people, like that's your niche.
Yeah.
You know, you're like your body. That could be a niche.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be your best case scenario. And if you're,
probably
you're hot,
like
or
a
like
bait,
even
like
if
bait
you're
Instagram.
not, you know, like I feel like our best, you know, what's going to get you the money the fastest is to exploit.
There really is a market for
some
every body type and everything, you know, even if it's
so that's your niche, whoever you make horny. And the content pillars are the things that you have to do. Yeah. Yes.
The things that they request of you for cash apps.
Cash apps, there's Venmo, there's a number. I mean, you could just cash. You could just hand someone cash.
Yeah. And then now you're going to want to master short form video content. Don't give them everything at once. When they do start paying for this stuff, you want to give them a little bit. Tease.
You got to keep them coming back. You can't just give them like everything at once, because I mean, then they've got it.
Yeah. You got to like do like a little nip slip and then like have it cut out. And then you want more, you got to pay. Yeah. And you got to also allude to the fact that if you pay enough, anything's possible. Yeah, exactly. That, you know, you maybe say that you live in their area. You know, you could be like, hey, I'm in your area. Photoshop yourself into like local landmarks. and be like, hey, I just saw this. I just saw the Liberty Bell, or whatever. You're going to want to be consistent.
You're going to want to be consistent as far as, like, there's going to be a specific amount of money that you're expected by some, whether it's us through, our program or whoever. You gotta be consistent with payment.
Yeah, and
as far as having the money on time.
I'm glad that you mentioned this program, because we at the end of this are going to let you know how to sign up to where we can help you run this this marketing platform,
this influencer building platform. Multi-level marketing.
Yeah.
It's not multi-level marketing, multi-level pimping.
Multi-level pimping, yeah. And then we have a whole big basement area that's super comfortable. It's not like when you think whatever you just thought when I said basement, it's not that. It's probably the opposite of that. It's like an attic, and there's like lots of wooden planks everywhere, is what it looks like.
It's going from, like towing the line to just creepy now.
You can leave when you want.
Okay. Yeah. You just have to, like...
If you want, You have to want it. You have to want it.
It would be a shame if you did.
Here, look, you could leave if you want, but you really have to want it, is what I'm saying. That's all. You have to want it bad. And so you'll be able to sign up for that. You'll be able to join this, and then we will take care of the whole finance thing for you.
Yeah, you're not going to have to worry about your spending or your.
Yeah, you're not going to be paying rent.
Yeah, it's just kind of like an all-inclusive vacation if you want to.
You're not going to be paying for food, room and board and everything. That's all included. Foods, we're going to do the thing with the food.
Yeah, sure, there'll be food.
Mm-hmm. You're going to want to write meaningful captions. So you want these people that you're targeting, you want them to think that you are doing this just for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's also, like you're going to have to, because I don't think you can just explicitly list your phone number in these captions, but if you were to spell it out, I think you could spell out your phone number and location, and that
do the whole words. You got to spell them weird.
And,
you got to like do weird spelling and weird capitalization, like you could do like for 8, you would be like E1GHT.
Sure, yeah.
And you throw everything off, the FBI and stuff, because obviously they're not going to be able to crack that code. It's like a 1 instead of a I. You get it? Sorry. So you create this this contact with these people, you were saying. Give out your phone number?
Oh, yeah. You're going to need to provide your phone number, whether it's like in the picture on your Instagram post or, we're not really like thinking like solely Instagram. There's going to be OnlyFans that's going to be available to you.
OnlyFans, Craigslist. Yeah. Backpages, I hear, is making a big comeback.
Is Backpage back in the... as a page?
No, eventually Backpages is coming back. So is are you up yet, or are you still up, or whatever?
Is that another prostitute website?
That's the documentary about the most hated man on the internet.
Who's the most
hated? Out now?
Is that Andrew Tate?
He ran a revenge porn website called "Are You Up Yet?" or "Are You Still Up?" or something like that. "Are You Still Up?" I think it was. And I was watching. I walked in on it today because Raven was watching it, and this guy just like totally got away with it because there's no laws against it at the time, and it wasn't even that long ago. Like, the internet was around, so it was pretty recent. And he went on like talk shows and like fucking like Dr. Phil or like Geraldo or whatever it was, and was like, "I don't care about these sluts. I put their pictures out. Now I'm going to do the addresses next." And he just like got away with it for years. Until
people used to go on Dr. Phil Wild. And dude, remember the Bum Fights kids when they went on Dr. Phil? And the one guy was dressed as Dr. Phil and he got kicked off?
Yeah, that was wild. So, that guy.
So, yeah.
All those pages are coming back.
That's
where you're going to put your pictures at.
Yes. Focus on building a community. There's going to be other people in your situation that are going to be, working the same program as you.
God.
We did not plan on this going in this direction at all.
But you are going to want to keep strength in numbers. You want to have people that you can talk to that know where you are. Because a lot of times with stuff like this, it's like a seedy underworld thing, being an influencer. And like you're in, weird neighborhoods. It's late at night. You don't tell people where you're going because it's like you're embarrassed of the life that you live. When people are like, I'm a doctor, what do you do? And you're like, oh, I post pictures on Instagram and make $40,000 to $100,000 a year. And they're like, oh, you're okay. So you don't really tell people. So when you go to do like one of these events or one of these photo shoots or sponsorship deals, which is what we'll call them.
Yeah, I like that. That's
sponsorship
that's
deals.
Elegant.
Yeah. Then you're not going to tell people that you're going to do that. So it's going to be real easy for someone to murder you and nobody know where you are. So you want to have friends in the community. You want to have strength in numbers. You want to have people that you could talk to. A pimp, maybe.
I wasn't going to
not like
outright
an
say
agent, like an agent.
But I mean, there's going to be other.
They call them pimps in the business.
I mean, it's more of like a family, and yes, there's a head of, like a head of the family, just like most family dynamics have a head of the family. But, like it's almost like a stable of beautiful horses all running free through grazing through
running
a field.
Free, most importantly. You could leave. This isn't like you have to do this.
Yeah.
You're just there's pressured into doing it.
A stable of horses running together through like a beautiful field.
Mm-hmm. Next, you're going to want to learn about your audience. Yes. Home addresses, where they work, their family. Because like I said, if someone tries some shit, you want to be able to flip it on them.
Yes, they're Johns, but they're not all Johns.
Like their names?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it's true though. Or are they?
I mean, that's for you to figure out. You're going to want to, engage in a number of ways. But with, find out what your audience is, into.
Yeah, what they
that
want.
way you can cater to them.
What they want, what they like, what keeps them coming back for more. What gets them to sound off below.
Sound off in the comments, or maybe fire up that like button.
Yeah, what do you like? Then you're going to want to optimize your bio and profile.
Yeah, update your contact information so that you can be quickly reached.
Mm-hmm. And we call these in the business, in the influencer business, we call them kinks. And you're going to want to put those in your bio, like what you're into. Things that
your no's and yeses.
Yeah. And it's it can change all the time depending on how YouTube videos, you can go in and change the title and thumbnail whenever you want of old videos. And now that they don't show upload dates most of the time, you could just kind of trick people into watching a whole completely different video, but they've already watched it. And they think that they're watching something else. So it's like that. So you could change your kinks up. So you could be like, I'm into food. I'm into, artistic lighting shots. I'm into anal, and you could change it for the market, whatever market you're in, and then just move through.
Maybe you're into everything. You
down for anything.
That's where you put.
Yeah. Into everything. Down for anything. Then you want to build your network and nail your brand pitch. So you want to figure out what your brand is. And that's
yeah, so by this time you've decided whether or not you want to go the prostitute route or whether you're trying to be a traditional non-prostitute influencer. Mm-hmm. If you're going the non-prostitute influencer, I'm afraid there's not too much more insight we can provide you because we haven't reached that level ourselves. But again, if you're interested in the system. Go ahead and sound off in the. You should probably sound off in the DMs.
Sound off.
In the DMs if you're interested.
This fucking. Whoa. What happened? I inhaled like a bug, I think. Was that a camera? You think?
That you inhaled?
From another influencer?
I think so, yeah.
This thing on this list?
Pretty sure.
So this is like a website that is all about how to become a influencer, Instagram influencer. And one of the things on this list is literally, it says land collaborations left and right. Like that's a step. Next, you're going to want to land collaborations left and right. It's like, how? I thought that's what I was here to learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
you should just find other influencers and you be like, hey, let's collaborate. Or like other influencers find you.
And then do like a
hey,
collab,
let's
like an
collab.
OnlyFans collab. And then that way they do a little cross promotion.
Cross promotion. I think synergy.
Yeah, synergy cross promotion. Go check out Rick Storer.
Rick Store's podcast. Now, if he's not talking about us on his podcast, then that's where a breakdown in communication is, and that's where the real problem is.
Yeah,
so
things are gonna clash.
we're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
I'm sure that he will
shouting
soon,
us out. So,
or he is, or he will soon. But we'll shout him out. Rick Storer, go check him out. Go check out his podcast entitled
Spin Doctors.
Spin Doctors.
The Spin Doctors.
I'm gonna cut that pause out to where I forgot what his show was called. Go check out the Spin Doctors podcast. And hello, welcome to all the people that came here from the Spin Doctors podcast.
Thousands.
From when they talked about us. I guess we should probably...
it's really been an overwhelming intake of new fans. We've been trying our best to hear you all out and kind of welcome you in. So, take this as like an orientation, and we appreciate you being here with us.
But we can go ahead and take some time right now to address the new people from the Spin Doctors podcast. You also made an appearance on there recently, right?
Yeah, I was on there. And
so a lot of the people are from that.
They were on a tight ship over there. I'm just going to tell you guys, things are a little bit more loose, a little bit more free flowing on this show. We're not gonna really stick to anything that we ever plan. So
no, but they have a rigid schedule. I think they had like certain amount of time for each segment.
I mean,
like the list that they sent was like 16-minute intro, 4-minute. What did you eat today? First song, 38-second. Blurb,
but it works, and I think it's we could probably stand to take some aspect of the organization from that.
So did they have a Jerry?
I didn't see a Jerry. We didn't record it in person, which was strange.
Really?
Yeah, we recorded all in our separate homes.
Oh, like a Zoom call?
Yeah, like a Zoom call. Yeah.
Could you see them or no?
I could see them, but I don't think there's a video podcast. Yeah, it's just an audio podcast.
So sorry about that, everybody. You guys, Spin Doctors. You watch Spin Doctors. That's why you're here. So we want to take some time to answer all of your questions that you've been asking us about our show.
Yeah, it's been, like I said, we've been trying to keep up, but it's...
Mm-hmm. So, I have some questions here from the Spin Doctors fans. Who the fuck are you guys?
Is he not? I don't understand. Is he not a Spin Doctors fan?
That's more like a rhetorical question.
Are you sure these are Spin Doctors fans? Or are you just assuming?
No, this guy's probably a Spin Doctors fan.
Okay.
I would say. He said his profile is Chuckle.
Yeah, it sounds rhetorical. He's just being like that.
Yeah, he's like, who the fuck are you guys?
Yeah, that's like a derogatory.
Yeah,
just a general put down.
Well, for people that don't know who we are at all, I'm Mikey Booyah.
I'm Awesome Ty. We said that at the beginning of the show, though. We always say our names. So, like, if you would have watched literally any episode, you would have saw that very quickly into the episode.
Yeah, but that's just kind of like mean to come over to our show and then just say, who the fuck are you guys? You know?
I mean, what is that? Honestly, if that's the kind of fan that Spin Doctors are gonna, give us, like I'm just as well without them.
So we have another comment from a fan.
This is another Spin Doctors fan.
Yeah. So are you guys like a news show or a pop culture thing or what? I kind of don't understand what you do. So, I mean, our brand is, it is like, just with a quick view, it's hard it's hard to capture it, like what it is. I wouldn't say really
pop, just culture.
Just culture.
It's just a culture podcast. Yeah. It's not pop. Like, I think pop is like, like that limits it. Like we talk
that's about things that are like in the now, what's going on right now. Like if we went through the Kanye Balenciaga drop like I wanted to. But yeah, we're just a culture podcast.
Culture podcast, yeah.
And we talk about things in culture. We have a rich history
a rich culture.
A
rich culture of culture.
Yeah. And a whole trove of experiences and
treasure trove
to pull from, I was in what's the state? Missouri.
Missouri.
I drove through Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you want to ask someone what it's like to drive through Missouri and hear about it on a podcast, I'll tell you. It was dark. The sun was out, but everything was like gray and dark, like the trees and the water and the grass were all gray.
Damn, Missouri looking thick.
Mm-hmm. Missouri. So, that's that. That's the answer to that. I mean, do you have anything to add to that?
No. Again, like I feel like these Spin Doctors listeners really weren't, like a good fit for us.
Maybe not. I think there are some positive comments in here. I have a positive comment right here. Do you want to hear this one?
Mm-hmm.
This one says, "Hey, I found you guys from Ty's show on the Spin Doctors podcast." Okay, so this guy came from the Spin Doctors episode.
Okay.
He said, "I started listening to this at work, and I loved it. Was laughing at my desk, helping pass the time before lunch. And then Mikey made a rape joke, and nobody laughed at it. But my boss happened to be walking by, and he heard it and wanted to know what show I was listening to. I told him it was Alex Jones. I got fired.
Sounds like a fake comment.
Will you guys compensate me for 2 weeks of pay and severance, totaling $3,842.95? I'll leave my Cash App and love the show." Positive.
Say love the show.
Positive comment. And he came from Spin Doctors. We know. 100%.
We know. Yep. I guess so. Yeah.
So, we aren't like a musical show. We also aren't comedians.
No, it's not very funny.
So if you like podcasts
yeah, so we're a well-balanced podcast in the sense that we offer just a little bit of pretty much everything, whereas other shows, they're going to do one thing very, very well. Yeah. But they're not going to they're not going to hit as many notes as we do.
No.
You know what I mean? Like we're getting all over the board, whereas they're just over here. They're over here doing this and we're over here just moving around, moving up and down the field.
We're like,
we may not be scoring points, but we're moving up and down the field.
Yeah. We're like, what is that? There's like some sort of like personality trait or possible like a personality disorder, like when you're manic, when you're like kind of all over the place and like bipolar.
Yeah, I think this is kind of a manic podcast.
This is kind of a manic panic podcast.
Manic panic,
which is like hair dye, like the 90s hair dye. So we do kind of have like a manic panic vibe. Maybe that's our brand. Our brand is manic.
The manic podcast.
Yeah, the manic cow in the morning.
Manic podcasting because it's like a pro man podcast. Manic, like
manic,
yeah, crazy, but also like manic, like because we're men and it's like a manic thing.
Yeah, what do you think?
Sound off below. Let us know if we should go ahead and continue with the rebranding to the Manic Panic.
And also use our code NHP at Reliefy.com.
Reliefy.com. They have excellent products.
We should have put an ad in the beginning. You know what? Let's actually record an ad right now for Reliefy. I'll cut it out. I'll put it in the beginning.
Okay.
All right. So we have to have like the same kind of like beginning of the show energy, which was kind of like it was rocky in the beginning. So we don't want to be totally on.
I feel like this whole thing's been rocky.
Yeah. But we don't want to be totally on. We never left
the ground, really. Like
okay, so I guess we'll just stay consistent as how we have been. So we'll punch in and we'll get a room tone. This episode is brought to you by Reliefy. Use our code NHP to save 12% at Reliefy.com. Reliefy sells a 2-in-1 dab pen / e-nail. This is a rechargeable electronic nail. It's got no cords. It's got no stuff. It's got none of this. It's got none of that. It's got dabs in it. You can, I want to say it's clogged right now. It might be clogged, but that's our fault. That's not Reliefy's fault.
Oh no, baby.
That's because we put too much dabs in there. But you can go get your own and see how it works at Reliefy.com. Use the code NHP. Save 12%. 12? Why 12? Because we fought for that. It was 10. We said 12 or no deal.
It was an extenuous legal process, and it held up negotiations for months before we closed on this deal.
Our lawyers talked to their lawyer. They only have one lawyer. What? So
look, we were trying to get you 15. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. They were not. They were locked at 10 for a while.
Yeah,
they were locked at 10 for a while.
Compromise at 12.
Yeah. Like we were willing to. We knew we would take the 10 if we had to, but we were just gonna screw them just as long as we could. Just kind of like wiggle like a shank into that bank account of theirs, and we got you that extra 2% savings. You can go over there, use the promo code NHP, and save yourself not 10, not 11, 12%.
Okay, cool. Then we'll put that in the beginning, and then we'll come back in right here. So, now we taught you the tricks and the things and whatever the fuck we did today. I don't know. We taught you the tricks. And now you can be an influencer.
Oh, yeah. And also keep in mind that prostitution is not legal in most states.
Yeah, so, check out your states.
Yeah, do your due diligence on your area's laws before you do any sort of
Nevada's cool though. Nevada,
I think there's probably like a couple other states. You got to figure Texas. No, Texas doesn't let you do like anything with your body.
What about Canada? Do you think Canada?
Yeah,
what's their prostitution deal?
Canada's you can do everything in Canada.
Yeah, so if you live in Canada, most likely, if you live in Nevada, yes, absolutely, you could prostitute. And just make sure that what you're doing is legal. Make sure it's safe.
Be safe, man.
Numbers.
Be safe. Be independent. You probably don't need any sort of system like ours. Really, maybe consider the alternatives. And if you ever need help, there's places that'll help you.
Like what?
I don't know. Can you put in some sort of place to go that like stop sex trafficking? That's not like QAnon. Just drop in like a little link. Like
I was gonna ask computer for the number, but I don't want them to call it,
Computer, where should I go to get out of sex trafficking?
I found a few options. There's Traffic Record Store, 1.5 miles away on Traffic Way. Traffic Way Storage, 2 miles away on
Computer,
Traffic
stop. Way. It's trying to dox us? Are you serious? Someone could take all 3 of those locations that it was about to give triangulate it, figure out what point is exactly all those amounts of miles away. Oh boy.
Well, you heard computer. If you need help, go to any one of those places.
Yeah, go to some storage unit on Traffic Way. Find a Traffic Way, whichever one's nearest to you. Go to the storage unit. Apparently there's somebody that can help you there. It's like an underground railroad type thing where it looks like it's going to be a place that you're going to get held captive and human trafficked, but it's really like an underground tunnel.
Yeah, they're going to get you out. They're going to get you safe, get some food in you, and maybe like a warm blanket.
Yeah. So be safe. Take care. We love you. We'll see you next week. Man, what was that?
Natural Habitat Recordings.